Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I feel like I have been so MIA, and really I have been because of the holidays. It's such an overwhelming time. There's so much to do, and then if you have kids and they're out of school, you know how that goes. Sometimes you just kind of rather put on your sweatpants and sit on the couch and pray that time passes so they can go back to school. Or at least maybe that's how I felt. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kind of kidding. It was a fun break. Now I'm just trying to get in the swing of things. So I'm going to start this new year off with a YouTube video talking about how I got started with YouTube. This is actually, I think, the time when I met my friend Sam, and a lot of you know her if you follow me and her, you know, kind of back and forth, but I think this is actually the time, around the time that we met, and our first video was the Valentine's Day, like, gift swap video. So she has been such a huge encouragement, supporter. I actually don't think I would still be doing YouTube if it wasn't for her, because she gave me such a push. Like, that is like one of the #1 things you need, is someone who can push you and just help you and guide you and just give you that encouragement, but also be on that level of whatever the subject of your YouTube is going to be. So let's get started. So the starting makeup kind of led up to doing YouTube. Really it's been like 3 years that I've wanted to do YouTube, and I just didn't. I was scared. You go on to people's YouTube channels and you start reading all these comments and you're like, oh my gosh, people are so mean. Like, they have so much to say and they don't even know you. And so that was a real, like, downer and thing that scared me. I was like, what if I get on here and people are like, you don't know what you're talking about, or you're ugly, or you should go do something else, you know, those mean comments. And I was like, what if people say that to me? Like, that's gonna tear me down and make me really not want to do it. But think about if we went through life with that kind of attitude. We most likely would never get anything done, because that's all we would think about are the negative things. So the #1 thing is you want to not think about that. You want to find the reason that you want to do it and do it for that reason and no other reason. So my #1 thing on my list that I wrote down is you want to have a name and a subject. That's just a fun place to start. It's easy. So the reason I chose Glowbyb was because I was actually doing airbrush tans, and I still do, but I figured, you know, my name's Brittany, so I can put a B at the end. And not just with airbrush tanning, but like with makeup. You know, you get a beautiful glow when you do makeup. You get the same with an airbrush tan, and just being happy. It just gives you that beautiful glow. So that's where my name comes from, is just glowing with whether it's happiness, makeup, or an airbrush tan. Whatever makes you feel good, that's what I want to push towards you guys. And so Glowbyb is me creating that kind of happiness and confidence and all that stuff, and shooting it out to you guys, and hopefully it reaches you and works. You also want to pick a subject, something that you are going to talk about, and you can make it like it doesn't have to be like one single thing, like makeup. Like me, I want to do makeup, but I also want to do like lifestyle stuff, because especially right now I'm getting into working out and being more healthy, which a video on that's going to come soon. But I want to have like a broad area of things that I can do, so I'm not going to limit myself to just a beauty channel, because as you grow as a person, especially with YouTube, you meet so many people, you become so inspired that, you know, you might want to switch it up a little bit. And I think your followers will kind of go along with you, and if they don't, you might have a few fall off, and that's totally okay. But I think for people, if you want to watch something, you're going to watch it, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. You know, that's the beauty of the internet. You don't have to see it if you don't want to. You shut it down and that's it. So Definitely pick a subject, but just make it kind of more of a wide open thing instead of just narrowing it down to, you know, just one thing. Okay, next will be a camera with a viewfinder and good light, simple background. Okay, so when I first started making my YouTube videos, I had a Canon Rebel T1i. That's what I had. So it did not have a viewfinder on it. It's actually what I used for my photography, and I made so many videos and I was out of focus. Now let me tell you about the time you waste when you are out of focus. It is frustrating. You don't want to do it. It's just like in the same group with your battery dying. Like, keep that battery charged and make sure you're in focus. Those are like big. And you want to have good light. So you don't have to have, like, I have a ring light over here on this side, and then I have natural light coming in from this window. And I don't have anything shooting on the front of me, but hopefully it's just working. But you want to have good light. So you don't have to go out and buy a ring light, but maybe sit in front of your window. Do it in the morning so that you have that good, pretty natural light, and it's not too, the sun's not too high or overbearing. And you just want to start there. So the key is to make sure that you want to do YouTube 100% before you buy equipment. Rent it, or a lot of camera places you can rent your product, or your product? Yeah, no, your equipment. That's what it's called. So you can rent your equipment or borrow it just to find out if you really want to do it before you make such a big purchase. Keep your background simple. Like, I have all this, which, I mean, usually I'm like over, like, in between there so you can see all this. But even though there's a lot of stuff going on, to me it's a simple background because it's like the things that I love, you know? So it's not like crazy deep, dark, moody colors. Like, it's all light and just kind of pastels and just very clean, and it's very me. Passion and drive. This is something you need more than anything else on this list. Because if you do not have the passion and drive to do this, you're gonna quit so fast. This is something a lot of people might think, okay, so you pick a subject, you sit in front of your camera, you film it, and you post it. Like, woohoo, like, that's not that hard. Okay, well, for me, that's like you coming up to me and saying, you're a stay-at-home mom, you just sit home with your kid all day. Like, how hard is that? What? No. Like, that's like in the same category. So try putting them together, and that's just even more chaotic. Passion and drive. I have days where I do not want to sit in front of my camera. I don't want to talk about beauty or makeup or lifestyle or whatever. I have those days, and I have them more maybe than better days. You know, if I'm in the groove and I'm passionate and I'm focused, then I'm on a roll. And I think you guys who have followed me for a while kind of get that I will get on a roll, and the next thing you know, I'm like slowing down and I'll post like one video a week or something. I think if I actually didn't have Brody at home every day, then it would be much easier, but because I have him here, I'm having to balance him plus doing this, which he's napping right now is why I get to do this. But when he wakes up, a 2-year-old, that's chaotic. That's a lot of work. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have that passion and that drive before you invest all the money into equipment and stuff like that. Find friends who support you. I think that's like another like really important thing. Like I was telling you about Sam, she came around at the perfect time. Like, I really feel like God sent her to me because she just came in, and I was like, I watched her, so I was like, oh, this is so fun. You want to collab? Okay, let's do this. And she's just been such a support, and we've kind of balanced each other out, and we bounce ideas off of each other, or, you know, just supporting each other, because this YouTube thing is not, it's not an easy thing. It's fun and it's exciting, but it gets tough at times. So finding a friend in the community who, you know, you can bounce ideas off of and really connect with is very, very important. Staying consistent. Okay, so this is something I have learned that is extremely important because it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. If people don't see you on the norm, like, you know, posting, whether it be on Instagram and seeing you putting up videos, then they're not going to necessarily come to your channel often. So you definitely want to stay consistent. With Christmas break, I know I've kind of, you know, fallen back a little bit, and I'll only do one video a week, and I actually didn't get one up last week, which was really bad. Sorry. Staying consistent, you have to. Like, you have to stay consistent. Even if it's, I don't care if it's one video a week. Like, if that's all you can get up, which one video a week is actually, it's a lot. You just want to make sure that you can stay consistent with it. If you have a full-time job, or you're going to school, or, you know, if you are a mom taking care of kids, you're gonna have to find a moment that you can actually take one day a week and get your filming done. And then, of course, you can work through the week to edit and, you know, all that other stuff, but you have to have one film day where you can just knock it out and get it done. Don't give up. I tell you what, I have wanted to give up so many times, and that's just the honest truth, because it takes a lot of work, and you don't realize how much work it takes until you actually get started and start doing it. But you cannot give up, and that's with anything in life. Like, if you start something and you're like, okay, it's not moving the way that I would like it to move, I'm just gonna give up and I'm gonna try something else. Well, imagine if you would have stuck with that thing and kept going. You would be a lot further along. And the same goes with YouTube. You want to just keep going with it. And my next thing is, don't compare. Do not compare yourself to other YouTubers. That is one of the deadliest things you can do for yourself. And that, of course, once again, comes with life. If you're constantly comparing yourself to someone else, then you're never going to be satisfied. You have to find the happiness in yourself and the confidence and the passion, and then everything else will just flow the way it's supposed to. So definitely don't give up and do not compare. Okay, so my last one is, it will work if you do. And that means if you put in the work and you put in the effort, slowly but surely, you're going to get where you want to be, but you just have to put in that work. And yes, it will take time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a month or 2 months. It actually might take a year or two or more. You know, it's just something that comes with it. So you have to stay busy, stay grounded, and keep yourself kind of busy in other ways. But know that it will come to you if you just... Is this totally crooked? Have I been crooked the whole time? Okay. So just know that it will come to you if you put in the effort. The thing is, you want to have a good space. No, not everyone can have a beauty room. I shouldn't even have this beauty room, but I took over. Okay, Brody, I'm sorry. Sorry, okay? So anyways, so you just want to have a space. Make it a clean space, an organized space where you can come in, you can set up your camera, you can film, and it just be your happy place. Because you want to be in a bright, open area so that the ideas and everything flows, you're in a good mood. Oh, that's another thing. Do not film if you're in a bad mood. Don't do it, because everybody, they can see it. Like, they can see your vibe. Don't do it. I've had moments where I'm like ready to film, I'm dressed, I'm everything, but my attitude was not there. And you totally would have seen it and called me out on it. So like today I was filming, I was like, okay, I'm good. Like, I'm ready to film, I'm ready to get in here and do this. So that's how you get your videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on Instagram and answer a few questions. Let's see. I put it up kind of last minute, so there's probably not many on here. First one, how did you get the courage to put your first video out? So, first off, you're going to hate your voice. You're not going to want to hear it. It's going to take a really long time for you to get used to it. And you just got to get over that. Okay, so how I got the courage is, it took me a very long time. Like, it took me probably about 2 years before I actually, like, got my camera, sat in front of it, and filmed a video. And I actually looked back on my videos and just filmed something. And I watched it, and I was so embarrassed and mortified. I was like, what am I doing? Like, people are gonna laugh at me. So really, the courage is up to you. Like, that's it. Like, you either get in front of that camera, you film a video, edit it, and put it up, or you watch it 50 times, hate yourself, and don't put it up, you know? So you just, honestly, you have to do it. Even if you post it on your YouTube and make it private, like, at least you did it, okay? I go back and I actually look at some of the videos that I've made in the past, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, hey guys, so today I'm going to do this look for you. And I'm like, and I just want to be like shake myself. Like, girl, you have personality, let it come out. So it takes time. You just have to sit in front of your camera and just do it. So do you ever have like a blah day and do you go to the gym? How do you balance that and everything with small kids? And then she went to super simple makeup. Everybody wants super simple, and I feel like super simple is still like 10 products for me. I have blah days all the time. Being a stay-at-home mom, I think a lot of stay-at-home moms could actually kind of probably understand this. You just kind of, because you're, especially in the winter time, you get so, like, you're stuck in the house, and I have blah days more than I can count. So know that just because there's a cool picture up does not mean that that's how my day's going. You know, I could be put together, but I'm still like, I need a margarita and a beach. That's what I need. How do you balance that and everything with small kids? Okay, well, the number one word is balance. So anything you do, you have to have balance. You need to be somewhat organized, and you need to balance it for yourself, your family, and how it works for you guys. So there will be times, like if I'm doing a filming day, which I did clean last night. So yesterday I had a cleaning day and that was great. So today I film, and then I'll probably most likely edit tonight or tomorrow and then put the video up. But how do you balance it with kids is you just do it. Like, I'm gonna have dishes piled up in my sink, or I'm gonna have laundry that I need to get done, or I'm going to be completely exhausted and not want to give my kids a bath, but I know that they need a bath, so I have to do it. You know, you just fight through it. You just get over it and you just do it. But no, my house is not perfect all the time. Oh man, damn it. Okay, so my next question is, how does recording affect your daily life? Is everyone in your family supportive? Does it take long to record and edit everything? So yes, my family and Johnny, they are all so very supportive. They help me very often. I think they see, like, now that I've actually stuck with it for so long, that they can, you know, understand it more and go with it, and they see people following me and they see that my channel is growing. So it's easier to kind of support someone when you see that they're actually really sticking to it and that it's like going good for them. And how does it affect my daily life? I would say it puts a little bit of a struggle on, just because, like I said earlier, like, I have Brody here all day. So trying to keep a 2-year-old entertained plus sit in front of a camera is really not that easy. So I just have to find moments of when he's taking a nap and make sure that I'm video ready and can just jump in and just do it. Recording, it just depends on what I'm doing. Makeup videos take the longest. Those will usually take about an hour. Sometimes less, but usually about an hour. And then when it comes to editing, it can take me anywhere from an hour to 3 hours. It just depends on if I'm able to sit down and actually just edit it and get it done, or if I have to take a few breaks, and then of course I have to go back and I have to put music on, and then I have to type in all the information and stuff like that. So it does take a lot of time. Making one video a week actually is a good bit of work, just because you do have a lot of time that you have to put into it. And that's why everyone who starts a YouTube channel, you know, they don't always succeed, because it is work and it does take a lot of time and motivation and stuff like that. Hopefully I answered everything for you. I will list my cameras and my ring light and all of that stuff down below, but if you of course have any more questions, you know to leave them down below and I will get to them. I don't have a set schedule of when I can upload videos, because my life is not a complete set schedule, especially with having kids. So you just kind of have to go with me, and you know, when I'm able to post something, you know I'm going to post it and I will let you guys know about it. But the creativity, like the realness, kind of has to come to me to do a video. I don't want to sit down in front of the camera and just give you something because you asked for it and I'm not in the mood for it, you know? Like I'm all kinds of human. I have good days, I have bad days. You know, it's all real. Like there's, like I said, there's could be dishes piled up, you know, my house could be a wreck. It looks great in here, it looks perfect. But most of the time it doesn't. You know, I get sweatpants underneath this black top, like, or on the bottom, you know. So, it's just, you know, I'm gonna give it to you how it comes, because I want to continue to stay real to you guys and not just be prim and proper and blah 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 in front of my camera, you know. I want to just be genuine and be cool and, you know, all that stuff, and hopefully you'll continue to watch me for that reason. I don't think I have anything else to say, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps any of you who are wanting to start a YouTube channel, and the main thing is you just have to have faith in yourself and surround yourself with supportive people, and it will all come the way it's supposed to. So you just actually have to just give it a shot. Like, that's it. Like, you just have to jump into it and just do it. And know that you will have bad days, you will have criticism, but that's with everything, and that's the way it comes, and you have to have a backbone and be able to stand up for yourself, but not take everything to heart, because you can't do that with the internet. People will say things that are hurtful, but you know, most likely maybe they wouldn't say it to your face. I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you next time. Bye. So when I just filmed this video, I have my tripod. This is like a $15 one from Target, and of course it goes higher up, but I'm able to set it up on my table and just record my sweatpants on with my top. Okay, so this is the Sony what is it, 100? I don't know what it's called. But anyway, so it has this viewfinder and it flips completely up and then it flips down. So this is what I really film on mostly. I do have the Canon 70D, but I need a new lens for it, so I can't actually film with it right now. Okay, and then over here, like, I have my ring light, and that's shooting this way, and then I have natural light right here that shoots in this way. So that's how I just filmed my video, and that's really all that I use. I keep it pretty simple. When I'm shooting this way and you guys see this background, I have my ring light set up over here and then the tripod right in front of it, and then I'll sit on this and then I'll put my makeup on that little, oh, can you see it? I'll put it on that little table, and I actually just got that table from Marshall's. It was like 50 bucks, but it's like white and it's perfect, and so I just got it. So anyways, but that's usually where I film and you see that background, but I've been just, last two videos or whatever have been tabletop, and so that's what it is. Okay, so when it comes to editing, I have my MacBook Pro and I just use iMovie. It's very simple, gets the job done. I really want a Mac desktop, whatever it's called. I really do want one of those, so hopefully in the future I can get that and get a little more fancy with my videos, but for now that's all I can give you, okay? So, yep, that's all I use. Just ring light, tripod, this camera. This camera is bomb though. I love this camera. So, anyways, alright, that's it. I'm going to go do mommy stuff. Yay!